What up, what up, what up, what up, what up, though? It's your boy, Mr. Slate, tapping back in with y'all, man. Episode 36, man. Thank y'all for popping up and staying tuned in, tapped in. Hope y'all doing all right, being safe out there, man. Yeah, I'm here at my pickup, and I tell you, man, it's been a long night. But you know what? I mean, hey, it is what it is. We making the paper. We in Gadsden, Alabama, heading up to Illinois. My appointment isn't until 4:30, but you know, I got here maybe like an hour ago. It's about 10:17, so I got here about 9 o'clock, and they told me to line up with the door. I thought I was gonna be able to go over here in this lot and knock out, but it is what it is. Once we get loaded, then I can knock out. So, but yeah, man. You're thinking about coming to Prime. You want to know what your options are, what options you have available for you. You can start off as a company driver. Okay, company driver, everything's provided for you. You don't have to do nothing. All you got to do is drive the truck. You don't have to worry about truck notes, insurance, fuel, breakdown payments, and stuff like that. You don't have to worry about that because you're W-2. You know what I mean? You under the protection of Prime. So Prime is gonna take care of you. Now there's a flip side to that. You can't just do what you want to do. You can't go home when you want to go home. You can't deny loads. So there's the yin and the yang to it. Now, if you're just starting and you're just getting your CDL, me personally, I would say give yourself a year doing company, so that way you learn the business and you know what you're working with. You know what I mean? You know before you get into a lease and get into that 3-year contract, you know what you're doing. But some people just jump into the lease, and it works for some people. But I would suggest doing it that way. But if you feel confident and you researched and you know what's going on out here a little bit, you gonna learn. That's for sure. You gonna learn. It may take you a minute, but you will pick it up. When you keep getting these little bitty ass checks, man, you will want to see what's up with that. And Prime has that set up for lease drivers as well. It's sort of like a class. It's called an ACE2 class. I think it's helpful. You know what I mean? It helps you pay attention to things. But back to the company drivers. You get your insurance benefits. You get all the things that you would get with receiving a W-2 at the end of the year for your taxes. All that stuff is covered for you. So, yeah, man, if you're thinking about coming to Prime, that is one option for you. That is the first option for you. Of course, you have to go through your orientation. Then you go through your training phases. You do your TNT, then you do your PSD, and then you wait for your truck, you get the keys to your truck, and you out of there, man. But company drivers, that's just a small detailed description of what company drivers deal with or what they have available to them when you're here at Prime. Yes, sir. So if you think that's for you and you want to go company first and get your feet wet, nothing wrong with that. You know what I mean? Now, they will tell you, you'll get people to say, hey, man, why don't you go ahead and do lease, man. Go ahead and lease, man. It's easy and this and that. If you're not comfortable doing it, don't do it. Do not do it. Go company, because at any time, while you're company, you can always upgrade to lease. I think there's some, you can call Prime and they'll run it down. They'll run it down to you. But I don't have like all the details, but that's just a general description of what company drivers are. So I'll tap back in with y'all with the next phase, man. I'm finna wait for them to come back here and call me. I think I'm finna go in the back. I've been up all night and I'm on autopilot right now. But I just want to do the first part of this video for y'all and get y'all going. Man, I thank y'all for tapping in. Hit that like button, man. We'll be right back. What up, what up, what up, what up, what up, though? Welcome back to the TAGT Show. This is the second half of this series. What are your options at Prime? We made it up here to Ena, Illinois. We are at the Loves off of 57. Evergreen Drive, if you ever been here. Pretty cool Loves. It's clean. There's plenty of parking, man. It gets a little crowded when everybody start pulling in. But besides that, I kind of like this area. I like Effingham too, with all the TAs and Petros around there. That's not too bad around there either. But if you're ever in the area, check it out. But we are about 5.5 hours out from our destination, but we can't deliver it until Friday morning, 6 a.m. It's Thursday morning right now, and we're looking at 6:49. So we got a whole 23 hours, but you know, we got to scoot up out of here. They got overnight parking, so I'm gonna get it on in there, and hopefully I get to get a whole break, and then once I'm empty, I could just take off and grab something else. But just a quick recap of what we talked about in the first portion of this series. Company drivers, you know, you go to you call Prime. You send in your information, you get approved to come in, they rent you a car, get you a plane ticket, or get you a bus or a boat or whatever to do to get you to the facility so you can start the orientation process. You get through the orientation process, then you go out on the pad, and then you work around and you learn how to back up, and you learn all the little nooks and crannies of trucking when you trying to park and maneuver that truck. And after that, then you're off to PSD. Once you finish PSD, which is like 50,000 miles, good luck with that, y'all. Hang in there, y'all can do it. 50,000 miles, you get done with that, then you get your truck, and then you're on your way. Well, no, you got to do the TNT. You got to do the TNT. TNT is when you got to do the TNT first. Yeah, you got to do the TNT. So it's PSD, then it's TNT. You know what I mean? And if you've driven trucks before, you got experience, you can jump right in to TNT. It depends on how long ago that was. You know what I mean? I'm not sure, but like I said, reach out to Prime. If you got any questions, they'll definitely lay it all out for you. I'm not gonna put my driver code up there because I don't really care about it's money, it's good, but I'm not into all that, man. So y'all just tell them Mr. Slate sent you. Just tell them that. But now let's talk about the second portion, which is lease. Standard lease. Standard lease is what I do. Standard lease is pretty much, you know, everything is on you. You know what I mean? You're responsible for the fuel. You're responsible for the well-being of this truck. If anything breaks down and it's not under warranty, guess what? You got to pay for it. You know, your tires pop or your tires get worn out. Guess what? That's on you. But Prime has something set up for you, which is called a tire fund. Okay, so you get there's a certain amount allocated to come out of your settlement every pay period to go into your tire fund. Okay, your tire fund is exactly what it says. It's your tire fund. It's not I'm late on my bills, or little Jimmy needs some shoes, or I want to go to Vegas and hang out. No, you can't touch that. You can't touch that until the end of your lease. You know what I mean? That's if you don't need tires, and it depends on how much you got in it. Okay. Like I said, with the company, everything's taken care of for you. But you just can't say, hey, check this out, man. I'm over here in this area. My aunt stays 20 minutes away. I'm gonna go get some good home cooked food and hang out, shower, and chill and enjoy my family for the weekend. You can't do that, company. But guess what? When you lease, you're the boss and the captain of the ship. You know, they even tell you you're the captain of your ship. So if you want to shut it down, get in touch with your dispatcher. You know, you want to communicate with them. You can't just hop out the truck and just go to Disneyland and don't tell nobody nothing. You still got to communicate with them and let them know. But you're pretty much free to do what you want within certain parameters. The truck per se it isn't yours, but you're paying for it, you're leasing it, so you're responsible for it. So man, you could do whatever you like, far as taking time off. You can go home when you want to go home. They have a lot of things set up for lease drivers that'll help you out. I think I mentioned something about the ACE 2 class. If you are leasing and you starting off and you never leased before, I suggest you take that class. You know, you want to get out there and run for a little bit, because what they do is they look at your fuel and they measure your fuel. How are you using your fuel? Because that's your biggest expense. So they're going to pull everything up on the screen and show you. They're going to print out your last 3 statements, and they're going to go over everything with you, what you may be doing wrong, what you can cut back on, what you need to do more of. And it's a good class. I recommend that you take it, but you have to wait a little while to build up some history from your truck rolling. They need the data from the truck to help you out. So, but watch your fuel. I'm telling you, watch your fuel. Me, myself, I don't roll faster than 60 miles per hour, mostly. You know, sometimes I'll go 62. And hey, if I'm empty, hey, I'm doing 64. I rarely do 65 because they said something about the trucks are governed at 65. So if you're pushing 65 and it's still it's just hitting that wall, it's hitting this wall. It's hitting the wall, she said. This is a lady that's in the ACE 2 class. She said it hits the wall and you're just blowing your fuel. So I keep it 64 at most. You know what I mean? Yeah, I know it's slow to most of you companies out there. If y'all watching, y'all might be governing at 68 or 70. Hey man, roll on, burn all your fuel, man. Good luck with that. But nah, man, I'm straight 60 to 64. That's just how we roll around here. So another thing with your lease, okay, with lease, you have a lease completion bonus. Okay, once you finish your lease, you satisfy that contract, at the end of that lease you get a check. But there's a catch. I tell you, there's always a yin and a yang to this thing, man. Prime, y'all smart. So check this out. Just like your tire fund, you have a lease completion bonus. And it's like a bucket to where there's a certain amount allocated coming out. And you can fluctuate that. I'm not sure what the parameters are. I think it's like 5 to 10%. Or you can go from 1% to 10% or something. I'm not sure. I don't know the specifics on it right there. I don't know a lot of specifics on everything because, hey, that's just not my bag, man. You know what I mean? Hey, I look at it and whatever works for me works for me. But I can't tell you what's going to work for you. But definitely contact Prime if you have those questions. But your lease completion bonus supposed to be yours when you complete and fulfill that contract. So at the end of your lease, after they deduct all, see, if you take care of your truck, you have nothing to worry about. But they're going to find a way to get some money out of you. That's for sure. You know what I mean? You're not going to walk away without giving them nothing. Yeah, they're going to find something. They may find a damn, I heard they get real petty with it, man. It could be a handle on the drawer or a button on the roof or something like that. They're going to charge you for it. And trust me and believe me, you're going to pay for it. So I'm not quite sure how much. I've heard different stories. People say, hey, I had $25,000 and only got back $15,000. $10,000 worth of fixing on a truck. Now, if you got 2 or 3 dogs in your truck, or you got 2 dogs and a cat, and you got animals running around, pissing and shitting on everything, and you got hair, and cat hair, and dog hair, and you got food and cigarette butts everywhere, and the stuff in your truck is just all trashed. Guess what? You gonna pay, because for every hour they clean that truck, you paying them every hour. And I think, don't quote me on this, I think it's like $150, $200 an hour for them cleaning your truck. So keep your trucks clean, folks. You know what I mean? Even no matter what you are, lease company, lease purchase, keep your truck clean, man. You gotta live in that truck, man. But if you comfortable in that and you go home and you just sleep on a bag of newspapers and you steady stepping on cat shit everywhere and you comfortable with that, hey, have at it. But guess what? At the end of that lease, you're going to have to pay for that. Just know that. So that's about the gist of that. Like I said, just giving y'all small little descriptions to let y'all know what to expect, what you're looking for. And like I said, call Prime, talk to the recruiters. Also, look at these YouTube videos, man. Reach out to these cats, man. Email them and tell them, ask them questions. Some people out there to give you some good information. So use it, man. So, hey, I thank y'all for tapping in. Stay tuned. Just sit tight. I'm finna run in here, grab me a shower, and I'm coming back, and I'm gonna get in the bed. And when I wake up, we're gonna do the last part, which is lease purchase. Holla back. Stay tight. Hit that like button. Subscribe. Hit the like button, man. Come on, man. Holla. What up, though? Welcome to chapter 3 of this episode of the TAGT Show, episode 36. Clap it up. I appreciate y'all stopping back by. The last chapter was on lease, standard lease. So you had the company driver, which everything is taken care of for you. Then you have your lease, your standard lease, which you're responsible for things. You're responsible for the tires, the oil changes, all the maintenance on the truck that's not under warranty, that's coming out of your settlement that you receive every week. Success Leasing and Prime will deduct that from your settlement. It doesn't come out of your pocket, but it will come from your settlement. But on to the next phase, which is the top tier phase, which attracts everybody to Prime. It attracted me to Prime, even though I'm not doing it. But it is called the lease purchase program. Now, once you you have to finish your standard lease. Okay, that's 3 years. You finish that standard lease, then you can go to Success Leasing and say, hey, they'll send you a message as well. They sent me a message and let me know, hey, if you want to order your truck, you need to do it now so it'll be here on time. That way you won't have a long pause in between your lease or whatnot. So from the standard lease, you go over to lease purchase, you call Success Leasing, they get you on in there. And keep in mind, at the time you go in, and this is why you should use the emergency fund, which Prime has set up, which is called an emergency fund. You can allocate a certain amount. It's up to you. It's your money. You can take it whenever you want. Unlike the tire fund, you can't do it a tire fund. Remember, you can't go school shopping for the kids. You can't do upgrades on your house. You can't do all that with the tire fund. But with your emergency fund, you can do it. You can grab that emergency fund anytime you want. Long as your payroll advisor is at work, which is like a 8 to 5 thing, between 8 and 5 Central Time, you can do it right from the app. And once she receives that message that you want to pull out a certain amount from your emergency fund, she'll put it right on to your Prime card. And, Prime has a ID card, a fuel card, or whatever, what you would call it, and your money will go on there. So you can use that to pay your deposit. Yes, you do got to put down a deposit. They're not just going to give you a customized truck that you're purchasing for nothing, unfortunately. You can't do that. So you have to show up with a deposit. I think the deposit is like $4,000. I remember when it was back in the day, I remember when it was like 2, if I'm not mistaken. Now it's like 4,000 because the total amount that has to be paid off when that truck, so you put in that 4,000, right? They say, okay, we're gonna sit you down, you customize your truck, you order your truck. Now, when you customize that truck, you have to realize that's extra money going on that note. So when you get all the little fancy lights and the decals, and you want to have where special stuff inside of your truck, or special seats and speakers and whatever you want on the truck that's available, that's available for you to pick from, it's gonna cost you. Okay, so but the good thing is, I think once you pay that deposit, and then your truck, you order your truck, you customize it, you order it, then I think it take like maybe 4-5 months or something like that for the truck to actually come. Now, if you go the route with putting the deposit down to 4,000 and the truck comes in, you have to pay the rest, the remaining balance of a total of 14,000. Okay, I know that's a lot, you know what I mean, but you got to look at it. you getting a money maker. After 3 years, that truck is yours. They sign the title over to you. You can keep running for prime, or you could take your truck and go on and do your own thing. Get your own MC number, get your own everything, and just be on your own. You could do it however. You can go to Landstar, whatever you want to do with that truck, it's yours. You can take it home and let it sit in the backyard and collect dust if you want to. But you have to have that 14 grand when that truck come in. Now with the customizations, whatever you decide to do on your truck, I think you got like a 10-month period where they'll take out of your check for that customization. You don't have to do that all at once. Now, if you got the full 14 grand to just go ahead and drop on it, which would be nice, you know what I mean? I would suggest you do it. You know what I mean? Just get it on out the way, pay the 14 grand, order your truck, get the customizations you want, and just know every week there's some money coming out of your settlement to go towards those customizations. And it's a 10-month period, I think. It's like a 10-month, almost a year, something like that. It's like 10 months to a year that you have to pay off those customizations, which is pretty cool. You don't have to pay it up front. So whatever you think is best for you, you know, at the end of the road, the last step is getting the title to that truck. You know what I mean? Getting the title to the truck and getting on. So you got the company driver, you can come in, everything's taken care of for you. You can do the standard lease and just roll and just do lease purchase. Do the standard lease and just roll. But if you want to get the title to the truck, these are the steps you're going to have to go through to do that. You can start off at lease. So you can start at company, you can start at lease, however you want to do it. But the end goal is to get the title to that truck. It's going to be a long road, 6 years. But, you know, hey, at the end of the day, you got the title to a 3-year-old truck. Only 3-year-old. You know what I mean? Now, true indeed, you know, you have to pay weekly. It's not monthly payments, it's weekly payments. So you're going to be paying a lot for this truck. So you want to take care of it. You know what I mean? You want to get the maintenance done when it's time to get it done. You want to keep your tires cool. You want to keep the inside of your truck clean and looking nice. You know what I mean? Or if you just want to just have cigarette butts and dust and cat hair and everything like that, dog hair all around the truck, that's on you. But just know that you paid a lot for that truck. You paid a hell of a lot for that truck. So I thank y'all for tapping in, man. If you have any questions, hit the hotline, hit the email. The hotline, yeah, you're going to have to leave a voice message. I don't really answer that number, but I do listen to the messages. You can text it, however you want to do it. You know what I mean? If I don't have the answer, I could definitely look it up and get it for you. But thank y'all for tapping in, man. We finna get down on this road in about the next 3 hours and head on up here to Illinois and finish off this load here. And then hopefully, like I said, we could just grab something, pick it up. I'm not going to get a full reset. I thought they had overnight parking, but nope, no overnight parking. So I'm just going to go deliver it, and I should have like 5 hours left on my clock. Hopefully I can get something where I can just go pick that up, get the washout, fuel up, pick that up, and then shut down and then carry on about my day. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get up to Michigan, you know what I mean, get around my family and see them. I haven't seen them in a good minute. But y'all stay tuned. We'll be back with some more content for y'all. Hit the like button, subscribe. That pushes WFLNT Radio 810.5 more out in the universe. You know what I mean? So we getting better at this thing. We're doing this for y'all, man. We're doing this for y'all. We're not asking you for no money. We're not asking you to jump through hoops or anything. All I'm asking you is take your finger and hit that thumbs up button and subscribe. All right? So y'all take it easy, man. We're about to ride. Peace.